Hello, and welcome to this edition of the Wars Intelligence 6-Minute Webinars. I'm Glenn Sanders, Principal Analyst, and for the next few minutes, we will separate the reality from the hype surrounding autonomous vehicles. This is an exciting sector with billions of dollars being invested in companies around the world collaborating, partnering, and merging to develop this technology. The stakes are high and the competition is fierce. The Society of Automotive Engineers publishes a reference for categorizing various levels of autonomy. Level 1 is basic driver support, such as warnings for blind spot or lane departure, adaptive cruise control, and emergency braking. Level 2 is the advanced driver assistance systems level and offers features such as lane keeping, highway autopilot, traffic jam pilot, assisted passing, and more. Level 3 is where we start to get into basic level of autonomy, where the vehicle controls the driving in some situations, with the driver as backup. The danger is if the driver gets distracted or falls asleep and is not ready to take over on a moment's notice. So level 4 is where we can have real autonomy. The vehicle does all the driving in certain conditions and in certain geographic locations. Level 5 is the ultimate goal, where the vehicle can drive anywhere in all conditions, and there's no need for a driver, steering wheel, accelerator, or brakes. It's going to be about 10 or 15 years before this technology becomes common. All right, so what's taking so long? It takes a lot of time and money and resources and personnel to design, develop, test, verify, and then produce affordable AVs. AV hardware is expensive, adding as much as $10,000 to the cost of a vehicle. Regulations and standards are not in place. Weather and lighting conditions can confuse sensors, so they still need to improve. And then edge cases are a challenge to prepare for and test and verify. Consumers are not ready either. AAA did a survey earlier this year, showed that 59% are afraid of autonomous vehicles. So that doesn't create much of a market demand on the consumer side. So as far as production models this year and next, Ford's adding its Blue Cruise to the Mustang Mach-E and F-150 pickup. GM adding Super Cruise to several more Cadillac models and the Chevy Bolt. Toyota will include their Safety Sense system in a number of models, and other OEMs are coming out with more ADAS models every year. Level 3 is where things get interesting. Due to new regulations in Japan, Honda will be the first OEM to offer a production model with level 3 that's available to consumers. Other companies had plans for this, including the Audi A8, which has level 3 capability, but is not turned on because regulations in the EU and North America do not permit it yet. Volvo and other companies, including Ford, Waymo, and Mercedes, decided to skip level 3 and go straight to level 4. Toyota has plans to add its level 4 Aurora Drive to several Sienna minivan models this year, and Baidu has an ambitious goal to have OEMs include their Apollo level 4 platform in 6 series this year, one each month starting in July. There are a number of key pilot projects currently being conducted in cities and highways around the world, and this is about half of the level 4 projects. So there's a lot of activity in this area. ADAS market drivers include competition amongst OEMs, offering more ADAS features each year in more models. Lower cost sensors enable more sensors to be added affordably. Faster processors can handle terabytes of data that these vehicles produce every hour. And improved AI is expanding the capabilities and the reliability of ADAS systems. On the demand side, consumers like the added safety and convenience of ADAS. Since the consumer market is not quite ready, early applications focus on the commercial sector, eliminating the costs associated with drivers and reducing accidents as to net profits. Right now, there are 150,000 long-haul trucking jobs open in the United States alone. So trucking companies have a strong incentive to automate. AVs bring opportunities for underserved demographics like the elderly, disabled, and children. And AVs that are based on electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids are better for the environment, which pretty much everybody likes. We see steady growth coming up in ADAS features from most OEMs, with AVs starting to trickle in over the next 5 years and expected to be about 1% of the market by 2027. China's wildcard was SAIC, Baidu, and Geely planning to produce AVs this year. So thanks for tuning into this edition of Ward's Intelligence 6-Minute Webinars. To make sure you don't miss future episodes, follow the link listed on this slide and in the description box below. And stay tuned to our Ward's Intelligence website for weekly updates about this exciting sector and a report coming out in the 4th quarter of this year.